Hey folks, this is Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking, and as I promised from the intro video, I told you we're going to go and put the headset inside this bike. Won't take long, it's a pretty easy project. Let me show you what we're going to be using. First thing we're going to be using is a headset press. This is actually a headset press that I built on my own. Here is my headset right inside of here. Everything is lined up in order as I took it off, and then I put a tie wrap around it all, a zip tie rather, so that I put everything in the right way. I don't screw anything up. We're going to be using one of these guys. I forgot the name. The more advanced people will remind me. You use this little knocker thing here to smack down the bearing bearing cup on the actual fork. So I'll show you what this looks like. And we'll have some grease. So that's what we need to get this thing started. So let's go put this whole thing together and have some fun. So the first thing we're going to do is install the cups in the actual frame. They look like this, okay? Pretty simple. Okay, that's what they look like. I'm going to put just a little bit of grease in the actual frame a little bit over here, just to kind of have them go in nice and smooth. Okay, I got a little paintbrush, put a little grease in there, no big deal. Next thing I do is I put the actual cup on top of the frame. Can you see it over there? It's right inside, sitting inside there. And I'm going to use the headset press that I put together to push that in. Now, here's the deal. Should you buy a headset press? If you're doing this a lot more, yeah, you should, okay? There's a lot of reasons to have a proper headset press. In fact, there's a lot of reasons to have the right tool for everything. I don't build a lot of them, and if I do build a bike, I don't even know if I'm building everything from scratch. So it's debatable. If I do this more, I'll probably buy one, but right now this is going to do the job and work just fine. So I put my little homemade press right here, and let's tighten it down. Okay, the headset press is in place. Now I'm doing one cup at a time. I have to be careful because my headset press is going to move around. A true headset press would have tapered cups that kind of fit inside of the headset and do it nicely. I don't have that. We're going to go a little ghetto over here and use my made-up one. All right, we did it. The headset, the top one is pressed in. Okay, now the top one's in. Let's go press in the bottom one. Same process, a little bit of grease. I'll put it on here this time, so just right here, a little easier for me to get to. All right, we're good to go. Now we're going to press in the bottom one now. Let's get it going. Top one's in. Let's do the bottom one, and then we'll be cooking with gas, my friends. Almost there. Make sure you can see that. Yeah, that worked. Here, let me pick this up a little bit. You see that a little better now. That freaking worked. All right, the headset press worked. Look, if I was going to do this more, I definitely would buy the right tool. This was a little iffy. Went in a little, but it went in. But it's in, okay? So let's move on. Okay, real quick, before I actually move to the next step, I want to show you a tool. This tool is a headset remover, okay? Notice how it has these little flanged or little expanding pieces. I'll put it in this camera. Now, this is what I used to take the headset out on another video, but I figured while I'm here, let me just show you this real quick. It slides in. You'll hear a snap. That snap is that it came underneath the cup. Then you take a hammer and you smack it up, and this pops out. Do the same thing for the bottom. That's how you remove a headset. The next part we have to do is install this little bearing race thingy on the actual fork. Again, a little bit of grease over here. I'm not going bananas. I just like the idea of putting a little bit of grease on there. It might help later on for like seasoning and stuff like that. You know, that's why I'm asking for comments. Should I not? I never thought it was a bad idea. All right, this thing slides on here, and then we're going to smack it down. Before I do that, just like with the headset, I want to show you how you take these things off. If you look right here, your fork will have a little notch on both sides. Okay? That notch is to pop like a little screwdriver in here. And you would gently pop, pop, and take this thing off. That's how you take this off. It's not hard at all. Putting it on is just as easy. This tool slides over it, and you smack it down. All right, that's all it takes to install a headset. I told you, it wasn't going to be that big a deal. We used the headset press to press in the cups. Okay, it worked out pretty well. And we used the let's call it the bearing race setting tool, because that sounds a lot more technical than the little metal thingy that you drop down on top of the fork. All right, and that put in the little bearing race over here. In the next video, we're going to install the fork. We'll put on the stem and all the rest of the cool stuff. So that's what's coming up next. Leave your comments, leave anything you want to add that maybe I should have done differently. We're all here to learn. And that's it, okay? So headsets installed. I think we did a pretty darn good job. Next video on the playlist will be actually installing the fork and everything else. Stay tuned.